Marhaban, ahlan wa sahlan bikum. Welcome again to our Gateway to Arabic channel with me, Dr. Imran Alawiye. Have you ever wanted to be able to read the Arabic script, but we're not sure how to get started? Well, look no further. In this short series, I'll teach you how to read Arabic text in next to no time. Yes, you heard me. In next to no time. Okay then, let's get started, shall we? Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to base this series on one of my book, and it's called The Key to Arabic Book 1, Fast Track to Reading and Writing Arabic. Let's start with the first two letters. And the first letter is called Alif. So each letter has a name. Then we will introduce the sound, because all the Arabic letters, they are consonants. Even though we have three of them are also used as long vowel, as we will discover later on. So we have Alif. Now, I need to tell you also that Arabic is written from right to left across the page. And the Arabic script are written in a joined up handwriting. There's no capital letters or small letter as is the case in English. So, Alif, the first vowel of the three short vowels is called Kasra. Now, Kasra sounds E and is always below the letter. Kasra. As you can see the diacritical mark, Kasra, I'm placing that now under the letter Alif. And it sounds E. So you merge the sound of the short vowel with the name of the letter and you get the result. So you say Alif, Kasra, E, and it sounds E as well in this case. So E sound. Okay. What about if we put the same diacritical mark, E sound, Kasra, underneath the second letter, which is Ba? As you can see, that Ba is like a boat, if you like. We are writing it from right to left across the page in the joined form. As you will see the arrow guiding you or showing you the direction of your hand movement as you are writing them. Okay, so we put the Kasra E under the Ba and we get B. So if you put Kasra under the Alif, you get E. Under the Ba, we get B. Okay. I hope you're following me. Let's look at this second diacritical mark, second short vowel, and it's absolutely identical to the Kasra E one, but this time we're going to place it above the letter. Once that's been done, now the sound has changed from E to A, and that is called Fatha. So Fatha A, Kasra E, Fatha A. Okay, so we put A on top of Alif, we get A. Let's put the Fatha on top of Ba, we get Ba. So far was done E, B, with the A and Ba. Okay. One more short vowel, and it's called U, Damma. Now, let's put that Damma, which sounds U, on top of Alif. It sounds U. Let's put the same U on top of Ba. It's an Bu. Okay, and Damma, this U sounds always above the letter. Okay, so now we have our E, B, A, Ba, U, and Bu. Okay, so far so good. Let's talk a little bit more about the Alif. The Alif, sometimes you find a symbol, another symbol they put on top of that Alif, and it's called Hamza. It's like a small c with a tail, and it's called Hamza. When you see that anywhere, whether on its own or underneath the Alif or above the Alif or above any letter for that matter, or above any shape, just don't worry about symbol. Don't worry about it. What you need to do is look at the vowel that is carrying and just pronounce that vowel and you'll be fine. Later on, we're going to talk about the rules governing that Hamza. But for now, anytime you see it, just pronounce the vowel that is carrying. If it's carrying E, you say E. If it's carrying U, you say U. If it is carrying A, you say A. That's all you need to do. Yeah? Agreed? Yes, we agreed. So, again, we've done the E, B, A, Ba, U, Boo. Okay. What else? Now, what about if we want to extend this short vowel? E, for instance, we want to say E. How do we achieve that long vowel? The way to achieve the long vowel, we're going to use 3 letters as long vowel. Now, if we want to elongate, we want to lengthen the E sound, we attach the ya to it. So let's say a letter Alif has Kasra under and it says E. But we want to say E. Next to that Alif, we write ya. And that ya should not carry any vowel of its own because it's on duty to extend the E. So that now becomes E. Okay. Let's do the same thing to B. To make it B, we attach ya to the ba. Becomes B. Now, I want you to note that look at the Alif and the ya. You can see there's a gap between them. We are not linking, joining the two. The reason is this. Alif is one of the 6 letters that cannot be extended forward, cannot be stretched forward to the left to join any letter. You need to have a gap between them. Whereas look at the ba and the ya, you see that we join them. So make note of that Alif. Anytime you see the Alif, you will see that it's not going to be stretched forward. However, a letter coming behind that Alif would join it, regardless whether Alif wants or not. Okay? An example of this is this. If I write Alif and ba next ba after the Alif, you will see the gap. But if I put the ba first and then put Alif after the ba, I have to join it, as you can see. That is what I mean by Alif is one of the 6 letters. The rest of them, we explain them as we are going along. Okay. So now we have E and B. Now, let's move to the A sound. What about if we want to extend the short vowel A, which is Fatha? How can we do that? We do that by introducing Alif next to it. For instance, let's start with the Ba. We have Ba, Fatha, short vowel. If we want to say Ba, all we need to do is we put Alif after the Ba. We join them because the Ba is coming behind the Alif. Now it becomes Ba. What about if I want to say A with the Fatha, A on the Alif? That one, you are not allowed to put a Alif, 2 Alif next to each other. What you need to do, the second Alif, we're going to put it on top of the first Alif as a kind of wiggly sound. And that is telling us this is actually lengthening Alif. That becomes A. You see that it's not a Fatha, it's just a wiggly thing. That is a sign that this is an extension. So we've done A, Ba. What about the U sound? Let's say we want to extend the U short vowel to becomes U. How do we do that? This time we'll introduce wow. If you put Fatha with Damma, U, and you want to say U, you put wow after that. Now it becomes U. Again, note how Alif is separated from the wow. It happens that wow itself is the second letter that cannot be extended forward. So Alif and wow, if you have anything after wow, there will be a gap between that wow and the letter. Okay, so we have U. Now let's do the same thing now to the Ba. we put Damma, U, on top of Ba, Bo, short vowel. We want to say oo, boo. So again, we attach vowel to it. Becomes boo. Here we are. We have 3 long vowels. Now let's practice those short vowels and the long vowels. Starting with the Alif. E, and then the Ba, B. What about the lengthening? E, B. Good. Now we'll move to that to Fatha, which is short vowel A. So A with the Alif, and A. You can see the wiggly on top of it. That is lengthening. A. The Ba, we say Ba, short, and then Ba, we put Alif there. It's become Ba. We're going to do now the U sound. Alif with the Damma, U, short vowel. We put vowel in front of it, becomes now lengthening. U. The same thing with the Ba. We put Damma, Bo, and with the vowel, becomes Boo. Okay. We've done short vowels and long vowels. Now let's go back to the short vowel. Starting with the Alif again, we say E. Now, if you want to say in, how do we do that? You double the Kasra, you double the E sound. Once you double it, it becomes in. That is called in Arabic Tenween. Tenween, Nunation. Tenween. So double the E becomes in. Double the A becomes an. Double the U becomes un. So you have in, an, un, bin, ban, bun. See how we are? So let's just move around where and play around with that phonics now. So let's say ba. I can write ba be boo, join form. Ba be boo, boo be ba, boo be ba, ba boo be. You just mix the sound, just make sound. It's silly mixing the sound, just to know the rules. The Fatha and Alif as well, you can say a, I, u, I, a, u, I, in any format. Just mix them to make sure you can practice that sound. You can say bi, bu, ban. The Tenween, the doubling one, you cannot have it at the beginning of the first letter or middle letter of the word. You can't have it. It has to be last letter of any particular word that it needs that Tenween. Yeah. So the Tenween in, it always be below, not double, below the last letter of a particular word. And the an, like a ban, also has to be at the end. But when you have the ban, additional rules is you support it with an alif. Only the an one, not in, not on. The an one you need to then write by convention an alif to support it. Ban. I hope you're following me. Now, let me just prove for you now that you can actually read a meaningful word just by virtually now what we have done so far. We have used alif with or without a Hamza on top of it, and we have now used ba as well with all the vowels. Now we introduced the ya as a lengthening letter and introduced wow as a lengthening letter as well for the u sound. Now out of this, now let's just make one word out for you, and I want you to read it for me, applying the rules we just established. So if I write a alif and I put a Hamza on top of it, and with Fatha A on top of it, okay? And I'm going to write ba next to it. You can see the gap between them. And that ba, I'll put 2 Damma, un, on top of it. Can you read it? 2 letters. Alif with Hamza on top of it, with the A. And then you have ba with 2 Damma, with its own sound. Are you able to read that? I'm sure you can. It should be abon, 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 and that actually means a father, abon, abon. Okay, let's try another one. We're going to write the same Alif with Hamza and with Fatha, A, and Ba. This time we're going to put Kasra, E, under that Ba, and we extend it with the Ya to sound B. Now, 3 letters together, can you read it? What I'm expecting to hear is Abi, 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 and that's mean my father. Abi, my father. Okay, let's try another one. Let's write Ba with Fatha, A, and Alif to make it longer, and repeat the same thing. Another Ba, Fatha with Alif to make it longer. Together, 4 letters like that. What do you read? Try it. You say Ba and then Ba, Baba, 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 Dad, Baba. You see, you start reading. The system is we're going to be introducing new letter at a time. So when we give you word, you can see there's no other letters except what you have learned so far, and yet you are making sense. You have Abun, your father, Abi, my father. You have Baba as well. One more time, one more. What about Ba with Fatha and Alif to make it longer? You see, because we don't have enough letters to go crazy on words, so we have to. We are limited. Okay, so Ba, Fatha, Alif at lengthening. Ba, another Ba with own sound on it. Bun. Can you read that? 3 letters, and that should be Babun, Babun, Babun. That means a door. Babun, a door. You can read now. Now let's change that slightly. Ba, Fatha, Ba, and then Alif to make it longer. Another Ba, and put Kasra this time, E sound, and extend it with Ya to make E sound. That becomes Babi, Babi, my door. Babi, my door. Here we are. You just learned few rules and you are able to read few words in Arabic. That's what I meant by you start reading in next to no time at all. Here we are. So please, I want you to study this for me, because this is the foundation. Now when we come back to the next lesson, we're going to now just be adding more letters, and we've already established rules. We attach sound to new letters and we mix them up, and you'll be able to start reading straight away. As long as you know the name of the letter, applying these rules will really give you opportunity to start reading with no difficulties at all. Okay, so let me hear your views and your comments, please. What do you think? And we'll try and put this together so that if we post each lesson every single day, within a week or so, 10 days, you'll be able to start reading Arabic. That's it, as simple as that, inshallah. Please subscribe before you go, and send the links to the links for me to your contact, please. I have a charity. Please, if you can, help us to be able to complete our project of building an educational resource center for the children of my hometown, Ogumosho, southwestern Nigeria. Thank you so much for some of you who have done so. Shukran jazilan. Jazakumullahu khairan. Shakarallahu lakum. Ahsanallahu ilaykum. Wa adkhala surura ila qulubikum. Ma'a salama. Ila liqa fi amanillah.